Okay, thank you for coming to our kitchen. This is for the Health Resolution cooking site. Today I'll be making a Cajun chicken and cabbage for lunch. Pretty simple process. I've already got everything prearranged, pre-seasoned. Chicken's already been cut, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive into it. All right, here we go. Okay, so here I have my cabbage. I have my bowl, which consists of water. I have black pepper, onion powder, some Creole seasoning, Tony Cacheroos, and I use iodized sea salt. So the list of my ingredients there. Okay, here I have 100 grams of chicken, which we're about to use here in just a second. And first things you have to do is you have to mix the spices in and make a paste. So okay, so for your paste you use a quarter tablespoon of salt. You use an 1/8 tablespoon of pepper, 1/8 of the Tony Cacheroos, 1/8 of the garlic powder, and 1/8 of the onion powder. That all in there. Okay, so once you get them in there, then you're going to mix it up to form a paste. Okay, and on the instructions it does say to use a quarter tablespoon of water as needed. However, I don't like it like that because I think it's a little too spicy, so I put basically a 1.5 because it says or to taste as like. Okay, so now you get a good paste right here, and then once you get the paste, you just simply rub it onto your chicken. Once you rub it onto your chicken, then you take it and you move it over here to the George Foreman, and then you'll grill the chicken 6 to 7 minutes depending on the size of the chicken. Now this particular Foreman that we have, it cooks pretty fast, so I'm probably going to grill it for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get to see the results, and then we'll move over to do the cabbage. The cabbage I usually do in a cast iron skillet, usually sauteed in the skillet with coconut oil. Okay, so I use the same spices for the cabbage. As you can see, I've already got them already pre-seasoned in there. All right, so now let's take a look and let's see how we go. And again, you can tell that these measurements are pretty precise. As you can see, it's going on really smoothly on the chicken. Can't wait to eat it. I'm freaking starving right now. So, as you can tell, there's a little fat here on this chicken. So we'll go ahead and cut that out before we start the actual baking of the chicken. I will go ahead and cut that out. So just make sure, of course, you're paying attention to that. Obviously, I kind of missed that. It's my first video, so no harm, no foul. We'll correct it. We'll move forward as we continue to make more videos on cooking tips. And again, this will be perfect. It's a perfect scenario for me because I only have one child to take care of now. My other kids are gone on the summer break, so now it's an ideal time for me to make these videos. All right, so let's throw it on the grill. As you can see, it's grilling up nicely. One thing you want to make sure you get all your spices on there. Sometimes they have a tendency when you turn it, have a tendency to come off. If that's the case, just go ahead and scoop it right back up and continue to put it onto the grill like such. Okay, so now we will take the grill, shut it down, and set the timer. Okay, so while the chicken is still going, I'm going to go over here and prepare the cabbage. And we use coconut oil, virgin extract, It's certified organic. Love that. And normally, while the preparation is going, I have it on low to get the pan ready. So that way, whenever I do pour the oil in there, it's really nice and receptive. And it really doesn't take that long to make the cabbage. So once I get that in there like that, just kind of let it simmer in there. And then I just take and move it around, get the eye ready for sauteing the cabbage, which is coming up next. So I just kind of get it around the surface of the pan real good here. And as you can tell, it doesn't really stick to the pan, so that's pretty good actually for I think for the cabbage, because the oil keeps the cabbage from sticking to the pan. I normally don't cook my food on too high of a temperature. Now, like I said, to preheat it, now I go to right about 3 or 4 on the eye. Usually let it sit here for a few minutes, and once it sits here for a few minutes, then we'll go ahead and throw the cabbage in. And there the cabbage is cooking. It's 2 cups. Make sure you use 2 cups for this particular serving. If you're only serving 1, adjust as needed if you're serving more than 1. As you can see, the 2 cups kind of fills it up nicely. I like that. You can kind of steam this if you want to. So for steaming, I usually put a cover over the top of it and let it steam for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so here we go. You can see the chicken grills up nicely. One of the things I do like about the foreman, there's no need to flip it. As you can see, it cooks on both sides, so you don't have to do all the flipping that is required if you're doing it on a regular grill. And there we have it. Okay, so now we're back. As you can see, it's got a nice little steam around there. Lets you know that it's cooking good. Oh yeah, love the way that looks. And now it's ready to serve. Really easy to cook. Doesn't take that long. Altogether about 10 minutes. Preparation time probably takes you about 15 minutes. And these are wonderful meals. You can make them, like the night before if you want to have this for lunch. Or when you get home from work, hard day's work, quick little dinner. It works out perfectly for you. Okay, so now it's time to eat. It's my favorite part of the meal. Thank you for signing in. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Hopefully this works out for you as good as it's going to work out for me.